So I wanted to jump on here briefly and um, highlight something that's been on my mind, and I'll explain in a second why. So if you are new to Star Wars and enjoy the movies, or you watch the movies like so many of us over and over again, and you can't get enough, like so many of us, we want more. We want more. You're in a good place. It's a beautiful thing because there is so much more than the movies. I keep saying this on my channel that the Star Wars expanded universe, now termed as Legends pre 2014, there's so many things that enrich the movies, that enhance the movies. So, number one, I would say the novels. Definitely. There's so many different novels, and once again, I'll keep repeating this. They all follow one cohesive storylines that intertwine with other forms of media that includes those other um, references, those types of media, which I'll go over in a second. So there are so many novels to enjoy, and when you start researching, you'll see it's recommended to start off with the Thrawn trilogy by Timothy Zahn, and I do have to say that I agree. That's the an amazing sequel trilogy under the Legends banner, under Legends timeline. And there's so much more besides the Thrawn trilogy. There have been so many novels, and I don't want, if you are new to this, I don't want you to feel intimidated because it could be intimidating getting into a fandom and seeing that there's much more, and it could be a little overwhelming. It's happened to me before. I'll give you an example. I'm a Transformers G1 kid, including the 1986 movie, and that's pretty much it. But I started becoming interested a couple of years ago and seeing what else is. I love Transformers. I grew up with it, so I wanted to see what else is there, and I realized there's. I was familiar with Beast Wars, and that's pretty much it. I knew that there was other shows. I had no interest. I still don't have an interest, but my point is, I wanted to see what else was out there, and they don't. It doesn't follow one cohesive storyline like Star Wars Legends does, but I started understanding what goes where. So yeah, it was a little overwhelming in the beginning, but with a little research, videos, super helpful. So same thing with this in this case. Um, but yeah, you're gonna see so much that happens with our characters. You're gonna fall in love with new characters. They're super highlighted in these novels. Besides the novels, other ways to enjoy Star Wars Legends or Star Wars storytelling is through comic books. And I'm gonna say this. This is just from my humble opinion and experience. Do not ignore the comics. There's a lot of important things that happen in these comics that, once again, a lot of it is referenced in the novels. So they all, comics, games, novels, short stories, they're referenced throughout. They reference each other, which is amazing. And the story group really worked hard to back then to hold everything together. And yeah, is it perfect? No, it doesn't have to be, but you can see that there was a lot of effort put into this storyline. So yes, comics. There's a lot that happens in the comics. Do not do not overlook the comics. Okay, even if you're not too much into comic book reading, you're mainly into novels. That's all good, but I humbly ask you, do not skip them because you'll be missing out on a lot of amazing stories and events that happen within the storyline. Another one is number three, the games. The games are amazing. I've played a few. I haven't played every single Star Wars game within Legends, but Force Unleashed, it's part of Star Wars Legends timeline. Republic Commando. My favorite game is the Star Wars Rogue Leader. Love that game. So many memories with that. Bounty Hunter. I can go on and on. So once again, those events are included in this cohesive storyline of Star Wars Legends. The reason why I'm what inspired me to come on here briefly and talk about this is because I am starting a new journey within my Star Wars Legends timeline or fandom. I've been collecting Legends and getting into this universe since the late 90s. It's been a while, but I have never played KOTOR. one or two, and I've never read the novel um, Revan. So that's one novel I haven't read, and I thought, okay, I do want to read. I do want to experience the gaming aspect of it, because from what I hear is has amazing lore, and I'm missing out and I'm listening. So I am gonna start that journey, and I will be making a video, kind of like an introduction and excitement about what I'm about to embark. Because it's kind of yeah, I've heard things here and there. Yes, the spoiler has been spoiled, has been I know kind of the reveal, but it doesn't matter. I'm still in this. I'm excited to start this journey. So once again, that's one game I know, even though I haven't played it. I know it plays a crucial part within the Old Republic era of this, once again, cohesive storyline of Star Wars, and I'm excited. So short stories, that's another thing that I skipped throughout my novels and comic reading the initial time. I would skip the short stories, but now, thanks to the fandom, I've seen how important they are, and I'm experiencing reading these short stories now. So, yeah, I've been part of this Star Wars Legends or Expanded Universe fandom for a long time, but I'm experiencing the short stories recently, and that's something that's beautiful, because we have content that's a lifetime. So much that we can enjoy and re-enjoy and reread and replay. So my point is that there's so many different ways of experiencing the Star Wars storyline, um, from different aspects, from novels, short stories, games. I might be forgetting other things, soundtracks, multimedia projects. So I recommend, if you are new to this, to find and there's information out there, easy to find, um, a timeline. That way you'll and do not one other recommendation, humble. Even if you got a timeline, do not start from the beginning. You can get discouraged. I'm saying that for a reason. I love Legends, I love Expanded Universe, but I strongly urge you not to start from the very beginning of that timeline. Start off with the Thrawn trilogy, and you'll see that you're opening Pandora's box in a great way, and you're going to be enlightened by so much information. There's so many amazing YouTubers out there, so much information on the internet that you can find. It shouldn't be overwhelming, and you won't be once you discover all this information. So yes, enjoy Star Wars in all these different ways. Don't skip the comics, once again, or absolutely do not skip the novels, and play the games if that's what you're into as well. I'm not really too much into games, but I want to experience this lore that I'm missing out for so long. So just wanted to jump on here, and if you are thinking about starting this journey, I am extremely happy for you, and yeah, just keep going, keep reading. This Star Wars Legends timeline is truly amazing in all these different ways we can enjoy it.